Hey, it's MotoGod. Welcome back with another video. So in this video I'm going to tell you the things you have to check before getting a RX, and also at the end of this video I'll tell you what are the documents that you have to check before getting a RX or any other two-stroke motorcycle. So let's get into the video straight. So first of all, check the gears before getting a motorcycle. Go for a good test ride, at least 3 to 5 kilometers. Put it in the first gear, go to its max, and put it in the second gear, go to its max. Twist the throttle completely, go to the third gear, twist the throttle completely. So the reason that I am saying to twist the throttle to go to the max RPM, because most of the motorcycles have the gear problem. The gear problems only get to know when you pull it hard. Okay, most of the RX have the gear slipping issue. If you put in the third gear and if you rev it hard, it will slip to the second gear or the fourth gear. So basically you have to check the gears. For that you have to max out by riding the motorcycle. So if you check your gears and there is no slipping in gears, then there is no problem with the gearbox. So then you have to check is there any center case leak. Okay, for that you have to see it from the underneath of the engine. I'm not able to go right now, but I'll just keep the image on the screen right now, where you can see the line, right? So if there is any oil leak from that line, or is there any oil leak from the drain bolt, check it twice, because if there is any oil leak from the center case, then you have to rebuild your complete engine. Or is there any oil leak from the drain bolt, in most of the cases the threading will go on, so they'll put some gum or something for the temporary. You don't see any oil leak, but make sure you check the drain bolt as well. If there is any threading gone, then you might end up buying a new center case. That's a lot of amount. So check the center case leak as well as check the drain bolt. Okay, after checking the gears and after checking the center case oil leak and the drain bolt leak, then check the bore. I hope you guys can see it's just written 4TL00132, which means 132cc, 135 4 speed. If it's written as 4TL10, then it's 135 5 speed, and if it's written as 99, then it's RX 100, and if it's written as 36L00, that is also RX 100. So check for that. And a lot of people also check the bore series. For that matter, you can see it's written as E2. My bore is E2. I don't recommend you guys to think more about the series. All the series are almost same, 99.9% same, so don't worry about that. If the bore is original, then you can find these E1 E2 or G1 G2 or 40L00 and 132 or 99cc. so all this stuff are only available in the original bore. So make sure your motorcycle have the original bore, and then check the bore size. A lot of people don't see the bore size. They'll just see the bore is original or not, and they'll see the series of the bore, but they don't check the bore size. But the thing is, you have to check the bore size before getting a motorcycle, because if your motorcycle is running on 1.5 or 2 mm in the oversize, it's kind of waste of money, because the motorcycle won't give you a good mileage, and also you won't be in the stock size. So if you want to get a new bore, then it will cost you around 12k to 17k if it's original standard bore. But if you want to go for a second hand bore also, that will cost you around 7k. So the thing is, always make sure to check the bore size, and make sure it's under 0.75. if it's standard, then go for it, and if it's 0.50, then you can go for it. If it's 0.25, you can go for it, but the thing is, don't go above 0.75. This motorcycle is also running at 0.75, so make sure your motorcycle is running under 0.75 mm. So you check the gears, the oil leaks, the bore is original or not, and the bore size, right? So now your whole engine package is completed. We checked everything from the engine side. And also another thing you have to remember, check for the piston sound or the connecting rod play sound. That you can't identify normally. If you have a good experience, then you can identify. If you don't have a good experience, then you have to get a good two-stroke mechanic or any other good two-stroke friend who is to always been with the two strokes. Get a friend or get a good mechanic, get it checked. If there is any piston sound, if there is any connecting rod sound, make sure you check it at the first. Okay, if there is any piston sound, you can rectify it by changing the piston rings or maybe a piston. That would not cost much. But the thing is, if there is any issue with the connecting rod, then that's the same case. You have to disassemble the whole engine and you have to reassemble the whole engine. So that costs quite more, like 8k to 10k based on the person who does the job. So make sure you check all of the things that I have said before, and at the last, check the carburetor. Don't worry about the carb. It's kind of looking dirty, but I hope you guys can see it's written as made in Japan. It doesn't matter if it's India or Japan, that all depends on the tune. You'll get max performance, so don't worry about the Japan and Indian stuff. If you have the Japan, then it's a plus point, that's it, not anything more than that. And we checked the engine completely right. So next, what are the things you have to check was the frame. In most of the cases you won't see any rust on the frame at the front or anything like that, but the rest is most probably under the seat. There are two pipes that ends till here, so make sure you remove seat and see whether there is any rust. Okay, in my case, when I bought the RXG, I haven't checked underneath the seat, so it's kind of another big mistake that a lot of people do. So make sure you don't have any rust underneath the frame or anywhere else the frame, and also make sure you don't have any weldings on the frame. And also check for the crash guards. Most of the people do welding for the crash guards to the frame. In that case, don't go for that motorcycle if the crash guards are welded to the frame. Then if you want to remove those, so I mean the frame will get weak. So don't get a motorcycle that is welded, anything like that. So always check these things. If we complete about frame, then you have to check about the wiring. Okay, check the wiring, put the indicators, put the headlight and everything. After checking the wiring, then you have to check for the fork pipes. A lot of people don't take it as serious, but most of the people, around 90% people who sell the motorcycles, seen the broken oil seals. If there is any issue with the broken oil seals, that can be fixed by changing the oil seals and fork oil. But the thing is, if the previous owner ridden it for a couple of months, then the pipe will get the lines. So at that point, if you change the oil seals also, again it tend to leak. So basically, if you have the pipes that have lines, then you have another big thing to do. You have to get both the fork pipes, you have to get it done. So basically check the fork pipes and fork oil seals. If its oil seals are gone, the fork pipes are good, then there is no problem, you can get it done under 800 bucks. But if the fork pipes are gone, you have to buy both the fork pipes. That will cost you 2000 plus another 600 to 700 to change the pipes, so another 3000 amount. These are the things that are very small, but that will cost a lot. So make sure you check the fork pipes. And also, if you're getting a motorcycle or after you got a motorcycle, always use this fork boots. The reason that fork oil seals will go on because of the dust accumulated on the pipes. If you use these kind of fork boots, then it will protect from the dust, and that will protect the fork pipes as well as the fork oil seals. So make sure you don't have any lines on the fork pipe. Okay, and then check about the cone set. So the thing you have to check with the cone set, pull the front lever, okay, front brake lever, and just make sure you put it pressure on the front side. So, and then if you hear any sound coming from the cone set, in most of the cases, if you tight it, then the problem will resolve. If it's not resolved, then you have to change the cone set. That will cost you another 800 bucks. So make sure you check each and everything before getting a motorcycle. And also the biggest thing a lot of people forgot about the rims, tires and spokes and hubs. These are the things which looks very small, that it can be done easy way, but that would cost a lot. Both the tires cost around 3000 bucks, the rims cost another 2000, the spokes and the fittings another 500, and the hubs will cost you another 1000. So if the hubs and the wheels, if they are damaged, then you have to spend another 8 to 9k. That's a lot of money. So always try to get a motorcycle with good hubs, rims and spokes. So if the tires are worn out, you can change it, but if the tires also good, then you can go for that motorcycle. You have to check all of this, and also check for the rear shock absorbers as well. You have to check for those. Check the fuel tank. If there is any rust inside, it's gonna keep on absorbing the fuel. The rust will drink that fuel in the simple words. And also how many times you clean the carb, your carburetor will overflow if you have the rust in the tank. So how many filters you use, how many petrol filters you use, they keep on just throwing the dust into your carb and they keep on overflowing. So make sure you don't have a rusted tank. If you have a rusted tank, make sure to change the tank. Okay, don't go for the new ones. All the new ones that will get around 2000 bucks, those are waste of amount. They won't last for long and the quality was worst. Okay, always get a used tank. This is also used tank. Okay, I've changed the tank as well. The previous tank has a lot of rust, so I got the used tank for around 800 bucks and I have put another 200 for the painting. So these are all the things you have to check before getting a motorcycle. This is a quick walk around for my motorcycle. If you guys think I have missed any points, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'll pin that. And so these are the things are important that has to be checked before getting a motorcycle. And if we talk about documents, always get a motorcycle with a RC card, not for the book. A lot of people sell the motorcycle saying that I have the original RC mentioned in the OLX descriptions. Original RC book, I mean original RC book is a useless thing. If you got a motorcycle with a only original RC book, then sell that motorcycle whatever it takes. Okay, get a motorcycle with valid RC card. The validity should be there, not expired. Okay, and after getting a motorcycle, definitely get a NOC from the previous owner. Just hold around 25% of the bike amount. Okay, after he gives the NOC, just give the 25% to him. Make sure that's the case, because a lot of owners just sell the motorcycle and they have the chance to give the NOC, but they don't do that for you. Make sure hold some amount and after you got the NOC, just pay another 25% to him and complete the payment. And then after getting NOC, a lot of people think that, for example, take this motorcycle is validated till 2026. So a lot of people thinks that we have another 5 years left. So the people don't put that NOC in a safe place. They'll just throw it away, and some people won't transfer that motorcycle onto the name. They think that the motorcycle is valid, then I have no problem, no cop will stop them. In most of the cases, they lost the NOC. 99% you won't find the previous owner who sold to you, and also if you find also, they will charge another amount to keep the signs for you. Thing that I want to say you guys, when you get the motorcycle, when you get the NOC, make sure it transferred immediately. If you keep on postponing the stuff, it will keep on getting late. So always when you get the motorcycle, take the NOC, complete the payment and then transfer it on your name, and then do the engine restoration or whole motorcycle restoration. After getting your paperwork done, then only you'll start the motorcycle work. Okay, so this is all about documents. So see you guys in another video. Until then, peace.